Hello everyone, this is the fourth video under geometry, and you can say this is the third video under triangles. Okay, so in this video we are going to discuss few more properties of triangles. Okay, in triangle there are four important points. Okay, in a triangle there are four important points: centroid, incenter, circumcenter and orthocenter. Okay, so we are going to have a look at those points one by one. Okay everyone, so first of all let's start with median and centroid. Okay, what is called as median and what is centroid? Let's start with this. Okay everyone, so now first of all let's have a look at median. Okay, so median is nothing but a line joining vertex and midpoint of opposite side. Okay, let me write this. Median is nothing but a line. Okay, a line joining vertex of a triangle. Okay, a line joining vertex of a triangle and midpoint of opposite side and midpoint of opposite side. Let me show you how median looks like. Okay everyone, look here. So we are supposed to join a vertex of a triangle and midpoint of opposite side. Okay, so let's say this is triangle ABC. Okay, so let's say this is triangle ABC and D is a midpoint of BC. So over here AD acts as median. Okay, so median is a line joining vertex of a triangle and midpoint of opposite side. The second property here is, median divides triangle into two equal areas. Okay, median divides triangle. Look here, median divides triangle into two equal areas. Okay everyone, median divides triangle into two equal areas. So over here we can see that the area of triangle ABD, okay, and the area of triangle ADC is going to be same. Median divides triangle into two equal areas. Okay, so area of triangle ABD and the area of triangle ADC is going to be same. Okay everyone, so in a triangle how many different medians we can draw? Okay, how many different medians we can draw in a triangle? Okay, total 3 medians we can draw in a triangle. Okay, let me show you those 3 medians. Okay, so AD is the first median. Okay, this is the median and this is the median. Okay everyone, let me name it. Hold on, this is triangle ABC. Okay, this is triangle ABC. Okay, so D is a midpoint of BC. Let's say E is a midpoint of AC. Okay, E is a midpoint of AC. Okay everyone, and over here we can draw one more median passing. We can draw one more median from vertex C. Okay everyone, so over here the property is, in a triangle we can draw total 3 medians, and the property is all 3 medians of a triangle passes through same point. Okay everyone, all 3 medians of a triangle passes through same point. Okay, passes through same point. Okay, so let me draw the third median. Okay everyone, so the third median will pass through the intersection point of first 2 medians. Okay everyone, so the median from C, vertex C, will look like this. Okay, the diagram is not drawn to the scale. Okay, over here let's call this point as F. Okay, F is a midpoint of AB. Okay everyone, so over here all 3 medians of a triangle passes through same point, and that point is called as centroid. Okay everyone, intersection point of all 3 medians. Okay, let me write this. Intersection point. Okay, intersection point of all 3 medians. Okay, of all 3 medians is called as centroid. Okay everyone, is called as centroid, that we usually represent by letter G. Okay, so this point is G, this point is centroid, intersection point of all 3 medians. Okay everyone, so now let's have a look at fourth property. The fourth property is centroid divides median in a ratio 2:1. Okay everyone, centroid divides median in a ratio 2:1. So from this what we can see that, look here, the part of a median which is close to vertex is twice, and the part of a median which is close to midpoint of side is once. Okay everyone, so what do I mean here? AG divided by GD, okay, AG divided by GD is equal to BG divided by GE is equal to CG divided by GF is going to be how much? Is going to be 2 divided by 1. Okay everyone. Now after this, after drawing all three medians, look here, after drawing all three medians, total how many small triangles you can see in this diagram? Okay, after drawing all three medians, you can see total 6 small triangles in this diagram. Okay everyone. So the next property is each and every triangle is having same area. Okay everyone. So after drawing all three medians, after drawing all three medians, total how many triangles are formed? Total 6 triangles are formed. Okay, so after drawing all three medians, the area of each and every small triangle, area of each and every, okay, area of each and every small triangle is equal, okay. So from this what we can see, that area of each small triangle, okay, area of each small triangle is equal to how much? Is equal to 1/6 of area of triangle ABC. Okay everyone. So now in case of median, okay, in case of median we are having a formula, okay, or you can say that in case of median we are having a theorem. That theorem is called as Apollonius theorem. Okay, so let's have a look at Apollonius theorem everyone. You can call Apollonius theorem as median theorem also. Okay, so let me show you what is the Apollonius theorem. Okay everyone, so over here this is triangle ABC where AD is a median. In this diagram, AD is a median which is drawn on a side BC. Okay everyone, AD is a median which is drawn on a side BC. So the Apollonius theorem is sum of square of other two sides on which median is not there. Okay everyone, so AB square plus AC square is equal to twice of median square, that is twice of AD square, plus twice of any one part of third side square, that is twice of BD square, or you can say twice of DC square. Okay everyone, so this is Apollonius theorem. Okay, so now there is a one more formula that we can derive from Apollonius theorem. Okay, so what I will do is I will copy this diagram here. Hold on, let me copy this diagram. Okay, then I will show you the one more theorem here. Let's have a look at it. So now in this diagram, look here, in this diagram can I say that AB square, okay, AB square plus AC square is equal to twice of AD square, plus can I say twice of BD square as twice of BC divided by 2 bracket square. Okay, BD square we can replace with BC divided by 2 bracket square. Okay everyone, so over here we applied Apollonius theorem on a median AD. Okay, so now let's apply the Apollonius theorem on the median BE. Okay, for the median BE, the Apollonius theorem is going to be what? AB square plus BC square. Okay everyone, AB square plus BC square is equal to twice of BE square plus twice of AC divided by 2 bracket square. Okay, after this let's apply the Apollonius theorem on the median CF. Okay, so we will get AC square plus BC square is equal to twice of CF square plus twice of AB divided by 2 bracket square. Okay everyone, so now what we are going to do is we are going to add all these three equations. Okay, if we add all these three equations on the left hand side, it will be 2 times AB square plus BC square plus AC square. Okay everyone, is equal to, on the right hand side it is going to be 2 times AD square plus BE square, okay, plus CF square, and plus, look here, and plus over here if I square this is going to be how much? 4, and 2 divided by 4 is how much? 1 divided by 2. So this is going to be how much? 1 divided by 2 in a bracket AB square plus BC square plus AC square. Okay everyone, so if we solve this particular step further, okay, so what we will get? We will get AB square plus BC square plus AC square, okay, bracket close, into 2 minus 1 divided by 2 is equal to 2 times AD square plus BE square plus CF square. Okay everyone, so now Again, if we solve this further, what we will get, let's have a look at it. That is AB square plus BC square plus AC square, okay, divided by AD square, okay, divided by AD square plus BE square plus CF square, okay. This is going to be how much? This is going to be 2 divided by 3 by 4, okay, sorry, 2 divided by 3 by 2, that is equal to how much? 4 divided by 3, okay. So in any triangle, okay, 2 divided by 3 by 2, that is 4 divided by 3, okay everyone. So in any triangle, what we can say, that sum of square of sides, look here, sum of square of sides divided by, okay, divided by sum of square of medians, divided by sum of square of medians, okay everyone. This ratio is always equal to 4 divided by 3, okay. So this is all about median and centroid, okay everyone. So median is what? The median is a line joining vertex of a triangle and the midpoint of opposite side. So in a triangle we can draw 3 medians. All 3 medians passes through same point, and the intersection point of all 3 medians we call it as centroid. Centroid divides median in a ratio 2:1, okay. And in case of median we are having Apollonius theorem, okay everyone. So this is all about median and centroid. The next is angle bisectors, okay everyone. After medians, the next is angle bisectors. So let's have a look at angle bisector, okay. Angle bisector is a line which divides angle into 2 equal parts, okay everyone. So let me show you how angle bisector looks like, okay everyone. So this is called as angle bisector, okay everyone. So angle bisector is a line which divides angle into 2 equal parts, okay everyone. And total how many angle bisectors we can draw in a triangle, okay. Total 3 angle bisectors we can draw in a triangle, okay. So let's draw all those 3 angle bisectors, okay everyone. This is triangle ABC, okay, and AD is the angle bisector of angle AB. After that, this is BE, okay. BE is the angle bisector, look here, BE is the angle bisector of angle B, okay. And over here the property is all 3 angle bisectors passes through same point, okay everyone. Let me write this, all 3 angle bisectors of a triangle, okay. All 3 angle bisectors passes through same point, and that point is called as incenter, and that point is called as incenter, okay everyone, which we usually represent by letter I, okay. So means the angle bisector of angle C passes through the intersection point of first 3 angle bisectors, okay everyone. So CF is the angle bisector, of angle C, okay. So all 3 angle bisectors passes through same point, and the intersection point of all 3 angle bisectors is called as incenter. We represent it by letter I, okay everyone. So after that, incenter is what? Look here. After that, incenter is what? Okay, incenter is nothing but center of incircle. Incenter is nothing but center of incircle, okay. Now incircle is what? Now look here. Now incircle means what? Okay, incircle is a circle which touches all 3 sides of a triangle, okay. Incircle is a circle which touches all 3 sides, okay, which touches all 3 sides of triangle, okay everyone. And the radius of incircle, look here, and the radius of incircle is called as inradius. The radius of incircle is called as inradius, okay. So let me show you how incircle looks like, okay everyone. Let me show you how incircle looks like, okay. So incircle is a circle which touches all 3 sides of a triangle like this, okay everyone. The diagram is not drawn to the scale, okay. So how incircle looks like, let me show you. Incircle is a circle which touches all 3 sides of a triangle like this, okay. And incenter, okay, and incenter is what? Tell me. Incenter is the center of incircle, and the radius of incircle is called as inradius, Okay everyone, so this is all about angle bisectors and in circle. Okay, so now there is a theorem with respect to angle bisector. There is a theorem, let's have a look at it. The theorem is angle bisector divides opposite side in a ratio of other two sides. Let me write the statement. Angle bisector, look here, angle bisector divides opposite side in a ratio of other two sides. Okay, in a ratio of other two sides. Let me show you this with the help of diagram. Okay, this is triangle ABC. Let's say this is triangle ABC, and let's say AD is an angle bisector. Okay, AD is angle bisector. So over here the theorem is what? Tell me, angle bisector divides opposite side in a ratio of other two sides. Okay, so angle bisector divides opposite side. How it divides opposite side? In a ratio BD divided by DC. So this ratio BD divided by DC is equal to the ratio of other two sides, that is AB divided by AC. Okay everyone, so AB divided by AC is equal to BD divided by DC. So angle bisector divides opposite side in a ratio BD is to DC, that is equal to the ratio of other two sides AB is to AC. Okay, so this is what angle bisector theorem is. Okay, so there is one more formula that we need to remember, how to find length of angle bisector. Okay everyone, how to find length of angle bisector? Okay, the formula is AD square. Okay, the formula is AD square is equal to AB into AC. Okay, AB into AC minus BD into DC, minus BD into DC. This is a formula to find the length of angle bisector. Okay everyone, in case of angle bisector, okay, there is one more formula. Let's have a look at it. Let's go to the previous slide. Okay everyone, so even if we don't remember this particular formula that I'm going to tell you, okay, you still will be able to solve the question by using basic concepts. Okay everyone, so over here it's up to you whether to remember this formula or not. Okay, the formula I'm talking about is the measurement of angle BIC. Okay, the measurement of angle BIC is equal to 90 plus half of angle A. Okay everyone, similarly the measurement of angle AIC is equal to 90 plus half of angle B, and the measurement of angle AIB is going to be how much? Is equal to 90 plus half of angle C. Okay everyone, so even if you don't remember these three formulas, okay, still you will be able to solve questions related to this by using the basic concepts of geometry. Okay, so this is all about angle bisector, in circle, in radius. Okay, in circle, in radius. Okay everyone.